In a world where health awareness is increasingly vital, the experience of Japanese specialists who have dedicated decades to studying longevity and active aging draws particular attention. The focus is not only on the duration of life, but also on its quality, richness, and meaningfulness at every stage. In Japan, a country of centenarians where people often live past 90 or even 100, the secret lies not just in genetics or a favorable environment. A conscious attitude towards one's body, attention to diet, and regular physical activity play a crucial role. It's interesting to observe how different cultures approach health as they age. Many, striving for an active and fulfilling life, encounter the common belief that age-related changes are inevitable and nothing can be done about them. However, experts assert that age is not a sentence, but rather a result of our habits, diet, and physical activity. There are simple yet effective ways to improve blood circulation, which in turn leads to an energy boost, improved memory, a feeling of warmth in the extremities, mental clarity, and a reduced need for medication. What foods can work such a miracle? The answer to this question could fundamentally change perceptions about maintaining health and active longevity. Allow me to state with unwavering confidence, supported by years of meticulous observation and accumulated experience, and get straight to the point. It's quite possible that over time you've noticed your extremities becoming increasingly susceptible to cold. Sometimes, even within the cozy warmth of your home, getting warm feels like an insurmountable task. Your head, meanwhile, seems heavy as lead, and familiar daily routines transform into genuine torture. You shouldn't attribute this solely to age-related changes, as it's an important signal your body is sending, desperately crying out for help. It's unequivocally hinting at a lack of proper and adequate blood flow. Why start the conversation with blood circulation? Because blood acts as a vital transport vehicle, delivering precious oxygen and essential nutrients to every cell in the brain, heart, eyes, and joints. Without efficient blood flow, even the most beneficial and vitamin-rich foods will be useless, as they simply won't be able to reach the organs and tissues that desperately need them. Today, we will delve into the world of simple yet remarkably effective solutions for improving circulation, especially relevant in later years. We'll discuss 5 accessible foods that can transform your well-being. But that's not all. For each food, a simple exercise or self-massage technique will be suggested, designed to stimulate blood flow and prevent stagnation. These recommendations won't require much time or Herculean effort from you. Simplicity, safety, and proven effectiveness. That's the motto of these methods, repeatedly demonstrated in practice. Let's start with a familiar vegetable, beetroot. This root vegetable, perhaps underestimated by many, is a true treasure trove of beneficial substances for the circulatory system. In Japan, for example, the healing properties of beetroot have been known and revered since ancient times. Beetroot's secret lies in its high nitrate content. When ingested, these nitrates convert into nitric oxide, which plays a key role in widening blood vessels. This process significantly improves blood supply to all organs and tissues. What does this mean for you? It means your brain, heart, hands, and feet will receive more oxygen and nutrients. The result will be a feeling of warmth, lightness, and overall well-being. Beetroot is a valuable food that can be incorporated into the diet in various ways, but for older adults, consuming it, boiled or baked, is most preferable. In this form, it has a soft texture, which makes chewing easier and promotes better digestion. Doctors recommend their patients include about half a medium beetroot 2 to 3 times a week. Even such a small dietary change can bring noticeable results that become apparent quite quickly. As a complement to beetroot consumption, the simple, gentle wave exercise is ideal for older adults. To perform it, sit on a chair with a straight back and let your arms hang loosely. As you inhale, gently and smoothly raise your arms forward and upward, as if you're about to give someone a tender hug. As you exhale, slowly lower your arms, imagining a wave gently receding. It is recommended to repeat this exercise 10 to 15 times in the morning or evening. This simple but effective movement helps improve circulation in the arms and chest, enhances vessel elasticity, and contributes to a pleasant feeling of warmth and lightness after the very first attempt. It's important to perform all movements calmly, smoothly, and without excessive tension. The author begins his narrative with beetroot and simple exercises, because he personally witnessed astonishing changes in many elderly individuals suffering from chronic coldness in their extremities and a general lack of energy. He observed how quickly vitality and warmth returned to them after incorporating this accessible food into their diet and performing these simple movements. If this approach, without medication, complex diets, or exhausting physical activity, resonates with the reader, it's worth continuing because the next product to be discussed will be fatty fish. It possesses a unique ability to activate blood flow, making the blood thinner and more mobile. And the exercise that will be suggested will be just as simple and easy for everyone to master. The author invites you to continue this journey to health and see for yourself how simple and pleasant it is to live without constantly feeling cold in your hands and feet, heavy-headed or anxious about your well-being. The reader truly can afford this, and the author is ready to help you take the first step right now. In the land of the rising sun, there's a profound thought. Every meal is a tiny yet significant opportunity to either strengthen health or, conversely, undermine it. When I share information about blood circulation boosting foods with my elderly patients, many express genuine surprise at how such ordinary food can yield such tangible results. However, it's worth considering everything on your plate has a direct and immediate impact on the condition of your blood vessels, their elasticity, cleanliness, and flow capacity. And the next food we'll discuss is deservedly considered one of the most powerful and reliable allies in this important endeavor. We're talking about fatty fish. When I, the author of these lines, crossed the 40-year mark, my father, who was then over 70, began experiencing serious memory problems and constantly complained of agonizing cold in his legs. He often repeated sadly, "There's no cure for old age." It was then that I first seriously wondered, are we truly doomed to a steady decline in well-being and loss of vitality after a certain age? And I began to research this question more deeply than ever before. In Japan, as is well known, there are many long livers, but one person among my patients particularly stood out. He was 88 years old and he always walked to his appointments, demonstrating astonishing energy and a cheerful disposition. One day I couldn't resist asking him, "What's your secret to longevity and vigor?" He smiled kindly and replied, "Every week I eat fatty fish, and every day I walk in the park, clenching my fingers into fists. That's my whole secret." What then is the exceptional benefit of fatty fish for the circulatory system? The answer lies in its rich content of omega-3 fatty acids, which possess truly unique properties. These acids help reduce blood viscosity, effectively prevent the formation of dangerous clots and thrombi, and gently widen the lumen of blood vessels. In simple terms, omega-3s make blood more mobile, more fluid, and contribute to more efficient delivery of oxygen and essential nutrients to vital organs and tissues. This is especially important for older adults, whose vessels, over time, lose elasticity, become more vulnerable, and prone to blockages. Which types of fish are most preferable for maintaining the health of the circulatory system? These include mackerel, herring, salmon, and sardines. It's not necessary to opt for the most expensive varieties. Even common herring, provided it has a moderate salt content, can have a beneficial effect and bring tangible benefits. In Japanese culture, fish is an integral part of the daily diet, but it is recommended to include it in your menu at least 2 to 3 times a week. It's preferable to avoid frying and instead prepare fish by boiling, stewing, or baking to maximize its valuable properties. Next, we'll discuss a method that enhances the benefits of eating fish through a simple exercise that can even be performed while seated. This practice is called fists and palms. You should sit comfortably on a chair or in an armchair, relax your arms and place them on your knees with palms facing upward. Then, slowly clench your hands into fists, avoiding excessive muscle tension, and hold them in this position for 5 seconds. After that, just as smoothly and unhurriedly, unclench your palms, spreading your fingers as wide as possible, striving to feel a pleasant warmth spreading throughout your hand. It is recommended to repeat this set of exercises 10 to 12 times in a row. It will only take a few minutes, but you can almost immediately feel blood flow activating throughout your body, giving you a surge of energy. What is the secret to this exercise's high effectiveness? The rhythmic clenching and unclenching of the fingers stimulates the intensive work of the smallest vessels and capillaries in the extremities, which helps eliminate stagnation and the sensation of coldness in the hands and feet. This is especially relevant for older adults whose circulation often slows down over time, leading to a constant feeling of chilliness in their extremities. Medical practice is full of amazing cases that confirm simple solutions can work wonders. Dr. Ito recalls a case with Mrs. Isada, an elderly patient whose stiff fingers wouldn't warm up even in a warm environment. The recommendation was unexpectedly simple: daily exercises combined with eating fatty fish twice a week. A month later, Mrs. Isada returned transformed, with a radiant smile. She shared the joyful news for the first time in many years. She no longer needed to sleep in wool socks. Warmth had returned to her legs. These stories are not just theoretical discussions, emphasizes Dr. Ito. They are the fruit of many years of experience and meticulous observation of patients, confirming the effectiveness of simple but regular actions and proper nutrition. They are capable of awakening the body's vital forces, restoring energy and vigor. Many ask, is it really that simple? Yes, answers Dr. Ito, it truly is simple, but don't expect an instant miracle. It's the result of consistent effort. Eating healthy food, performing simple exercises, and the body begins to respond with gratitude, gradually restoring its functions. Weeks turn into months, and a person notices that movements become easier, waking up feels more invigorated, and overall well-being is significantly better. Even contemplating healthy eating is already an important step on the path to recovery, opening new perspectives. The next important food, according to Dr. Ito, is ginger. This root has a unique ability not just to stimulate circulation, but to literally revitalize the blood, filling it with new energy. The doctor promises to share a simple and pleasant exercise accessible even to older adults that can be performed without getting off the couch. Dr. Ito invites readers to join him to discover not just helpful tips, but a whole new perspective on health and well-being. Upon my first encounter with Russia, one particular characteristic caught my attention. The local residents seemed accustomed to low temperatures, both external and, as they described, those nestled within. Many patients reported that having consistently cold hands and feet was a lifelong norm for them, causing no concern. However, such resignation to discomfort is entirely unwarranted, as chilly extremities are not merely an unpleasant sensation, but an important signal from the body. It's evidence of narrowed blood vessels, slowed blood flow, and insufficient organ nourishment. This condition directly affects overall well-being, clarity of thought, and emotional state, often provoking anxiety, irritability, and a decline in energy. Next, we will discuss ginger. In Japan, this product is consumed year-round, not just for its piquant taste. Ginger is a natural remedy that revitalizes blood and improves circulation. Thanks to gingerol and shogaol, ginger gently widens blood vessels, accelerates blood flow, and helps warm the body from within. To prepare a beneficial drink, simply take a small piece of fresh ginger, mince it, and pour hot water over it, allowing it to steep for 115 minutes. This aromatic tea not only improves circulation, but also positively affects digestion. It is recommended to consume it in the first half of the day to feel a surge of warmth and vigor. As promised, we'll discuss not only foods, but also simple yet effective exercises. As an ideal complement to ginger consumption, enhancing its healing effect, we suggest an exercise called warm feet. It can be performed without getting off the couch or your favorite armchair. To do this, sit comfortably, place your feet flat on the floor, parallel to each other. Then, slowly lift your toes upward, keeping your heels on the floor, and just as smoothly, lower them back down. Repeat this movement 10 times. After that, lift your heels, keeping your toes on the floor, also 10 times. Finally, gently rock your feet from heels to toes, and back again 10 more times. Despite the seeming simplicity of the exercise, the effect is felt immediately. Blood actively rushes to the legs and a pleasant warmth and slight tingling appear. The warming of the feet indicates the expansion of blood vessels and the activation of their function, which, in turn, improves circulation in the lower extremities. As an example, consider a case from medical practice. One day, an elderly man, let's call him Mr. Petrov, age 70, came for an appointment, constantly complaining that his feet were cold even in the summer heat. This caused serious sleep problems and limited his physical activity. The doctor recommended he regularly drink ginger tea and perform this simple leg exercise. A month later, Mr. Petrov came to the appointment with a joyful smile and reported that for the first time in many years he could calmly walk with his grandson for a whole hour without experiencing discomfort from cold feet. According to him, it was a real miracle. When curious patients ask about the secrets to Japanese longevity and vitality, my answer is always unequivocal. It's not about genetic predisposition or sheer luck, but rather about consciously cultivated daily habits that, like a mosaic, form a picture of a healthy and fulfilling life. And one of the most accessible and effective ways to maintain the health of blood vessels and the brain is the systematic consumption of berries. What then makes berries so unique? The answer lies in their incredibly rich composition, abundant in anthocyanins, natural pigments that give berries their distinctive palette of colours, from the deep blue of blueberries to the tempting red of raspberries. However, the main virtue of anthocyanins is their astonishing ability to strengthen blood vessel walls and optimize blood circulation even in the finest capillaries. For a person, this translates into a cascade of positive effects: reduced dizziness, improved cognitive function, a feeling of warmth in the extremities, and of course, an unceasing surge of vital energy. In my practice, I strongly recommend that older patients prioritize familiar and accessible berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and currants. It's not necessary to consume them in huge quantities. A small handful of berries added to your daily diet can significantly impact your overall well-being. During winter, when fresh berries are less available, frozen berries make an excellent alternative, as freezing hardly affects their beneficial properties. How best to incorporate berries into your diet to get the most benefit? A great solution is to add berries to your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or cottage cheese, which will ensure an energetic and healthy start to the day. You can also prepare a light and nutritious smoothie by blending berries with kefir or low-fat, unsweetened yogurt. This drink not only stimulates blood flow, but also has a beneficial effect on the digestive system and strengthens immunity. However, it's important to emphasize that a balanced diet is only one component of robust health. Equally significant is ensuring unimpeded blood flow, which delivers essential nutrients to every corner of the body. To this end, a simple yet effective exercise, accessible even while seated, is proposed. This exercise is poetically named the butterfly. To perform it, sit comfortably with a straight back and relaxed shoulders. Then, raise your arms to chest level, touching your fingertips to your shoulders with your elbows bent. Next, smoothly and unhurriedly, begin to rotate your elbows, first forward and then backward. It's important to perform the exercise without excessive tension or sudden jerks. It is recommended to perform about 10 rotations in each direction. While doing the exercise, you may feel a pleasant warmth in the shoulder area, indicating increased blood circulation in the arms and neck. This exercise is particularly valuable for older adults, as stagnation often forms in the shoulder and neck regions, leading to impaired cognitive function, episodes of dizziness, and a persistent feeling of fatigue. Regular performance of this simple exercise helps improve mental clarity, as well as increase mobility and freedom in the neck area. Dr. Ito recalls a case from his practice. An elderly patient, Miss Hirako, around 90 years old, came to him complaining of debilitating fatigue and frequent dizziness, which prevented her from enjoying her favorite pastime of reading and other daily activities. The doctor inquired if she consumed berries. Learning that it was rare, he advised her to add a handful of blueberries to her morning cottage cheese daily and regularly perform the simple butterfly exercise. Several weeks later, Miss Hirako visited Dr. Ito again, greeting him with a joyful smile. She said that she could read books again and didn't feel tired even after several pages. According to the patient, it was a true miracle for her. Such stories, as Dr. Ito notes, occur quite often and clearly demonstrate that even minor dietary adjustments and regular, simple exercises can significantly improve well-being and enhance quality of life. The doctor anticipates a possible question about replacing berries in case of allergies or other contraindications. In such situations, he recommends substituting them with other brightly coloured fruits such as pomegranate or red apples. The main thing, in his opinion, is to ensure a regular supply of those beneficial substances that support the health of blood vessels and blood. Doctor Ito emphasizes that with age, many people mistakenly believe that complex medications, expensive supplements, and titanic efforts are necessary to maintain health. However, years of experience have convinced him that the most effective and reliable remedies are usually extremely simple and accessible. They can be found at the nearest store, in one's own garden, or even in the forest. It is only important to use these gifts of nature regularly, consciously, and in harmony with one's body. Next on the list of surprisingly beneficial foods for circulation is dark chocolate, a delicacy highly valued by Japanese centenarians. We'll discuss how to properly consume this product to strengthen the heart and improve circulation. Additionally, a simple exercise will be presented to enhance the effect of chocolate consumption. Health is accessible to everyone who knows how to help themselves. When doctors recommend that patients consume chocolate to improve circulation, it often causes surprise. However, we're not talking about milk chocolate with excessive sugar and artificial additives, but rather genuine dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content. This product is included in the list of beneficial foods due to its flavonoids, unique substances that strengthen blood vessel walls, increase their elasticity, and widen the lumen for blood flow. A small piece of quality dark chocolate a day can noticeably improve the condition of blood vessels and the heart, making them stronger and more functional. However, moderation is crucial in this matter. Specialists advise their patients to consume a small amount of chocolate, approximately 10 to 20 grams, which is equivalent to 2 small squares from a bar. This amount is perfectly sufficient to reap all the benefits without overloading the body with additional calories. The optimal time to consume chocolate is in the first half of the day, after breakfast or lunch, when the body is most active and best absorbs valuable elements. This approach not only has a beneficial effect on blood vessels, but also significantly lifts mood, reduces feelings of anxiety and fatigue, which, unfortunately, often accompany older adults. To enhance the positive effects of chocolate, a simple exercise that perfectly complements its benefits and helps activate circulation throughout the body is suggested. This exercise is called warm palms. You should sit comfortably, maintaining good posture and relaxed shoulders. Then, vigorously rub your palms together until a pleasant sensation of warmth appears. After that, place your warm palms on your cheeks or temples and sit calmly in this position for about a minute, enjoying the warmth. It is recommended to repeat this action 3 to 4 times. This exercise quickly warms and significantly improves blood circulation in the head, hands, and neck areas, helping to relieve tension and fatigue. The doctor recalls a case with an elderly patient, Mr. Yamamoto, 86 years old, who was plagued by frequent and excruciating headaches, as well as a crushing sensation in the back of his head. Medication brought only temporary relief, and the pain would return, darkening his existence. Dr. Ito recommended he consume a small piece of dark chocolate daily after his morning meal and regularly practice the warm palms exercise. 2 weeks later, Mr. Yamamoto visited the doctor again and joyfully reported that for the first time in a decade, he felt clarity and lightness in his head. He had regained the ability to enjoy walks in the park, no longer fearing sudden bouts of headaches and dizziness. The doctor is convinced that the most effective tools for maintaining health lie not in pharmaceutical preparations, but in daily diet and simple physical exercises. The key factor is not the cost of medicines or supplements, but the regular and conscious adherence to simple yet effective habits that fill the body with warmth, energy, and health. In conclusion, it's worth re-emphasizing the key recommendations that can immediately improve blood circulation and, consequently, overall well-being. First and foremost, enrich your diet with beetroot. This root vegetable helps expand and increase the elasticity of blood vessels, which in turn optimizes blood supply to vital organs. Don't neglect fatty fish, rich in omega-3 fatty acids. This product is a reliable aid in maintaining optimal blood consistency and preventing stagnation. Include ginger in your diet. This root has a warming effect, capable of literally revitalizing the body by stimulating circulation. Daily consumption of a handful of berries will also bring invaluable benefits. Berries strengthen the walls of the tiniest blood vessels, capillaries, and ensure proper brain nourishment. Don't deny yourself the pleasure of eating a piece of quality dark chocolate. This treat will not only improve your mood, but also have a beneficial effect on heart and blood vessel health. And of course, don't forget about simple physical exercises. Regular performance of these exercises will help you feel a surge of vital energy, vigor, and lightness. It's important to realize that at any age one can begin to lead a higher quality, more active and healthier life. Age is not a sentence, but rather an impetus to care for oneself with even greater love and attention. The body will certainly show gratitude for regular and gentle support provided through simple and beneficial actions. Dr. Kenito sincerely hopes that everyone can live not just a long life, but years filled with emotional warmth, unceasing energy, and a deep understanding of the world around them. He urges everyone to take care of themselves and their well-being, for only then can one fully enjoy every moment.